and give myself a chance at trying to win a medal. Like, it's like there's no point going into the championship if that's not somewhat of a goal. But right now, all I'm thinking about is Thursday evening and making sure I'm in the final, because I already know that making the final is already going to be a bit of a dogfight. So I'm not really looking beyond Thursday evening right now. So that's all I'm thinking about right now.
Do you think the experience of Paris will really stand to you, and the fact that you went in there, you were able to deal with the biggest stage in the world? The Euros is not the Olympics, with all due respect. But do you feel that you belong now at something like the European Championships?
Yeah, I think Paris just gave me just confirmation to my, not even confirmation to myself. I felt like I always knew I could compete at that level, but saying it is one thing and just doing it is another thing. So I think it was just, it's a, Paris was obviously great because it's always something I can refer back to, being like, you've done that before, you've beat those guys before. So there's nothing to be afraid of. There's no reason why you can't beat them again. So I think it was more just like confirmation to myself, and just, yeah, what you said you should be able to do for the last year or two, you actually can do it because you went and did it. So I think, yeah, it was more just confirmation to myself that, yeah, no, I do belong, and I can mix it with any of the guys once I'm on it on the day. So, and someone can have an off day and I can have a good day. So like so much can happen, I find, especially in the indoors.
Can you believe your progression over the past, say, 18 months? Are you really happy with it, and the fact that you've kind of come into your prime, perhaps almost?
Yeah, I think I kind of knew it was always there. I think the only thing I've moved coach, moved group, and say that that was like a prime thing that changed. Maybe it changed in other aspects, but I think it was more just being given the opportunity to race in better class meets, that I was able to run a quicker time, because better class, better quality fields are going to run quicker. So I think it was more just finally getting the opportunity to race better guys in a bigger meets, which is why it's looked like maybe I've made a massive jump. But I just think that was the only thing that massively changed. So, but yeah, progression wise, I've touched what I've ran a PB every year since I think I've started running. So once I'm doing that, I'm kind of happy out. So, um, I want to probably make bit. You always want to make bigger jumps, but I am progressing. So once you're doing that, I think I'm on the right path.
Just a couple more for me to finish with. Look, another unbelievable moment being involved in that world record race and coming third as well, not just kind of being in the fields, kind of filling out the numbers. That must again be another massive confidence boost.
Yeah, that race was the. No, not the main. It's obviously not the main target for the indoor season, but outside of a championship, that was the one we were targeting, because I obviously knew that that was going to be a world, and we knew back in December or January that it was probably going to be a 1500/mile world record attempt. So that was always the aim, and that's the biggest meet. When I was there, I clearly knew that this meet's a bit different than all the other ones. So yeah, no, I was delighted to just get one right. That was the best one of my season so far, I think. But no, then again, I kind of knew it's a perfectly orchestrated race, that you have so many pacemakers and it's all in a single line. It's not easy to run quicker, but it's certainly not as hard. But that gave me a lot of confidence that, like, I was able to beat a lot of good guys there, and once you get it right on the day, I kind of knew, I was like, right, I'm not a million miles off here again. So I think it was just, yeah, the competing aspect of that race was probably what I took away from it. I thought I could run a bit quicker, but just the way it panned out, I think I was happy race wise how I raced it, and yeah, it was just cool to be part of that kind of race. But hopefully, I can kind of slowly close the gap on that a little bit. So
Well, that's kind of comes to my final question. Then, obviously, is it going to be another PB? Is that what it's going to take to get into this final, or to get anywhere near a podium? And do you know yourself from even just training this morning? Do you feel like you're in top condition?
yeah, I think I'm kind of taking confidence that, like, I always seem to raise my game when the pressure's on, and it's kind of a high pressure environment. At the time, obviously, you're kind of dying with nerves on the inside, but I seem to just, for some reason, come out my best in those situations. So that's what I'm taking confidence in going in, that I seem to always perform really in championships. So I'm gonna just go in with that mindset that I always do. But yeah, 100% it will take a PB. I reckon maybe not to make the final. You never know. 2 years ago, I was checking the results. They weren't. No one was quick, but certainly in the final, if you want to be near a medal, it's gonna be, probably close to my outdoor PB.